Welcome back to the channel, and in this video, we're going to take a look at two high growth companies that Cathie Wood and her team at Ark Invest have been heavily buying into over the past week. With the tech sector taking a massive dip recently, Ark has been making the most of this opportunity and has been buying companies with high future growth potential at excellent prices. And the two stocks that we're going to discuss today are still very early on in their growth stage, and one of the companies has just recently hit the public market. So before we jump into company number one, I'm going to ask you, as always, to please hit that like button and subscribe. I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, discussing any major market news and different stocks you can buy for your personal portfolios. So please hit that like button, subscribe for the daily videos, and right now we're going to jump straight in to the first stock that Ark Invest has been buying lately, and that is ticker U, or Unity Software. They currently trade for $106 per share, and the company has a market cap of $27 billion. And if we take a look at their share price movement as of late, from a high point back in December of 2020 at $172, this company is on a massive downward trend, and the shares have lost 38% of their value. So Ark has been heavily buying the dip as of late and adding to their position in this very fast-growing software company. And as of February 2021, Ark had a position in Unity and they owned 2.47 million shares. But fast forward to today, we can see the purple line saw a steady increase, and Ark now owns about 6.45 million shares of this company. So going from 2.4 to 6.45 represents close to 4 million shares purchased over the past month. And if we take an average share price of $114, which sits between the high point of when they first purchased and the low point at this current level, that gives you an average cost per share of that $114 mark. So with approximately 4 million shares purchased over the past few weeks, that means Ark has invested over $450 million into this company as of late. And we can see that as the yellow line, which represents the company's share price, has been on a massive downtrend, the purple line, indicating the amount of shares in Ark's position, has completely shot up. And going forward, this is a young software company that is very early on in their growth and development and has the potential for mass market expansion over the next few years. And right now, Unity has some of the leading software products that is used to create and operate real-time 3D content. And this company is powered by innovation and the creators. Right now, you can use their services to develop different games, different construction materials, films, animations, and many more. And with Unity, what you can produce is endless because the company is completely neutral, and from their services, you can send your end product to almost any different type of distribution network, including Android, iOS, and all of the main console platforms. And now if we take a look at their financial stats, we can see that quarter over quarter, total revenue continues to climb to record highs. And for the full year of 2020, they brought in $772 million of total revenue, which was an increase of 43% from their 2019 number. And in the previous quarter, the company shared some incredible metrics. 71% of the top 1,000 mobile games in the fourth quarter were made or powered by Unity software. And that's just insane. 71% of the top 1,000 mobile games were made with Unity. Monthly active users from different products that were either made or powered by Unity accounted for 2.7 billion per month in the fourth quarter of 2020, which was a growth rate of 63% year over year. And also applications built with Unity were downloaded on average 5 billion times per month in the fourth quarter of this past year, which was up 41% year over year. And all three of those metrics were new record highs for Unity, and really shows the strength of their ecosystem and the momentum of their business that's going to drive them much higher than where they are today. And I understand why Ark was heavily buying the dip on this software company. And over the fourth quarter report, they also did share some future growth expectations, and for the full 2021 fiscal year, they're projecting revenue between 950 and 970 million, which represents year-over-year growth between 23 and 26%. And if we take a look at Unity's balance sheet, they are actually in a very nice financial position at this current point in time. They have total current assets of $2.08 billion compared to short-term debt of only $500 million. So right now they have a current ratio above 4, which is extremely strong. And their total assets come in at around $2.6 billion, and their total liabilities only sit at $634 million. And we can see that they actually don't have that much long-term debt on the business, which is a very strong sign. And I think the company has a strong enough financial position to get them through the next few years until they reach profitability and produce positive cash flow. And over the next 5 years in the future, analysts are predicting 26% per year growth from Unity. And right now, the company is considered a slight buy, and the current share price of $106 sits well below the 12-month expectation of $140 per share. So a ton of implied upside over the next 12 months. And Ark Invest, like we saw, has been heavily buying into this company. So Cathie Wood must see some upside in Unity over the next few years, and after this massive share price decline, it has brought the entry point to a much more attractive level, and they currently trade for $106. So this was the first of 2 stocks that we're going to discuss today that Ark Invest has been buying into as of late. And now if we transition into company number 2, they are the name that recently hit the public market, and that is Roblox. Ticker RBLX. They currently trade for $73 per share, and the company now has a market cap above $45 billion. And in one of their first ever trading sessions, Cathie Wood purchased 519,000 shares of this company for a total investment worth around $36 million. So for Ark Invest, who manages tens of billions of dollars, this is a small position. But it really shows the innovation and the belief that Roblox could actually be a great success for Ark to risk over $36 million on the company's first few days of trading on the market. And if you have never heard of Roblox, they are one of the most popular video games right now, sweeping through the younger generations. And similar to Unity, they are powering imagination, and their game is built by developers from all across the world. And they enable anyone to imagine, create, and have fun with friends as they explore millions of immersive 3D experiences, all built, like I mentioned, from their global community of developers. And right now, Roblox is a leading company in the video game space. They're expanding their network outside of their name brand, and going forward, this may be one of the top names in the entertainment and video game space for many years in the future. And if we take a look at their numbers, revenue jumped 82% over the last year to $929 million, and the company reported that over 1,200 developers made at least $10,000 last year through virtual sales in Roblox games. So right away, this is a company in a community built by developers for consumers all across the world. And Roblox has done an incredible job of growing the amount of users on the platform every single day. Their daily active users in 2020 crossed over 32.5 million users, which is absolutely insane, and grew from 12 million back in 2018. And for the next year in 2021, they're projecting around 9% growth to over 35.5 million daily users on their platform. And with regard to total revenue, from the $924 million in 2020, they're expecting 60% growth to close to $1.5 billion in 2021. So I think Roblox will absolutely achieve that number. I think individuals and consumers and little kids are still going to be spending more time indoors than ever before, and the growth of the video game sector is here to stay. And another key financial metric that Roblox is projecting for the 2021 fiscal year is that the company will generate between 320 and 340 million of cash flow from operations, which is a very strong sign from such a company very early on in their growth and development. And if we take a look at the company's balance sheet as well, they have total current assets of $1.4 billion and total current liabilities at $1.22 billion. So a short-term ratio still above 1, not the strongest, but in no way are they going to have any liquidity issues over the short term. And overall total assets of around 1.8 billion compared to total liabilities at 1.7. Not the strongest ratio, but hopefully over the next few years, they can improve their overall financial health. So Roblox is still very early on in their growth. They've been only trading publicly for the past few days, and I think Ark buying $36 million of this company means that their analysts must see some growth coming from Roblox over the next few years. So those were the two companies that Ark has recently bought into. We took a look at Unity, where Ark has invested close to $500 million and is buying the dip into one of the leading software companies, and also Roblox. They are the fresh face on the market. They just did their direct listing and are one of the largest video game companies in the world with a platform that attracts more than 32 million daily active users. Going forward, I think the company's revenue is only going to expand. They're going to reach a greater scale, and I think video games are a new part of our lives forever, and that trend is only going to expand with future younger generations. So those were two companies Ark has been buying as of late. Thank you for watching to the end. I am the Gen Z Investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, so please hit that like button, subscribe for the daily videos, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode.